of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Cougars. Welcome to SCTV News for Wednesday, September 11th. I'm Paula Garcia.
And I'm Kaylin Jenks-Tuberg. Today is a somber day across the nation as we pause to reflect on the anniversary of September 11th. The terror attacks of 2001 changed many things in this country, and we are still feeling the impact to this day. We asked Steele Canyon staff to reflect on the importance of this date.
On that Tuesday morning, I was driving to San Diego State. Got to campus to go to class. There was like nobody around. It was a really eerie feeling. I didn't have my radio or anything on, so stuff had already happened and I didn't know what was happening. Went into the student center, saw a bunch of people gathered around a TV and thought, what's going on? And because I'm tall, I could see over everybody. And it said, plane hits World Trade Center. And we thought, okay, it's like an accident. There's a couple airports near there. And then as we stood there, we watched from the left of the screen the second plane come in and strike the tower, and you can just feel the air in the room just like go out, and there's gasps, and then everybody left, like took off. Because at that point, you knew it was, the world had changed forever.
Radio comes on, and the first thing, they're talking about the first plane hitting. It had just hit before I got into the car, so it already happened. And I remember one of the disc jockeys on the radio was talking about, oh, this is an act of terror, and I can remember saying to myself, no, it's not. And before I even got to school, the second one had hit, and they were talking about it, and so that confirmed, obviously, that that was going on. When I got here, I was serving as a vice principal at the school, so we were in the office and we had TVs on and looking at it. So we found out about the Pentagon, found out about the next one at the Pennsylvania field. Got a lot of calls because school had started beforehand, and a lot of parents wanted to know if we were going to cancel school, and we said, no, we're not going to cancel school. We got the kids here now. That would be just a big fiasco trying to get them back. We only had freshmen and sophomores at the school that year. We had fielded all the calls from parents, and we told parents if they wanted to come and pick up their kids, that they could come pick up their kids. The feeling was that there was going to be some other kind of attack of maybe possibly schools. We didn't feel that that was going to happen. So we just went on, and then we had school the next day. That was the next question as a VP that I was feeling, why are you having school? And we felt it was the best interest of kids to continue on with school, not act like things didn't happen, acknowledge that they happened, talk about things that happened, but also not completely change our lifestyle and give into the fear.
America changed a lot that day. Travel changed, how you travel across the country, across the world. The government changed, what the government was allowed to do, what the government was allowed to, the policies they had to keep you safe, things like the Patriot Act. It also changed like with our military. The military saw massive recruitment, just like in World War II after December 7th. A lot of people ran and joined the military knowing that there was going to be a fight coming. And so that really changed. And then it also took America into the longest war it's ever been in before, the War on Terror. And that forever changed our students' families, their generationally. Both my parents, my generation and their generation are going to see siblings and parents serve in the military and be affected by this war for decades. But you definitely felt, after a while, you definitely felt safer, like the people that were going out there trying to make the world a safer place made it a safer place so that these types of things wouldn't happen again. But yeah, it definitely changed a lot of the way that we do business in the world as well.
The biggest thing is going to be that 9/11 now fits into the fabric of the larger Middle East issue. And obviously, George W. Bush sent troops in Iraq, Afghanistan. It took a couple of years. We eliminated Saddam Hussein from Iraq. That's caused its own issues here, led us to, or moved the U.S., we have a lot more refugees from those areas now. In Afghanistan, finally found Osama bin Laden and eliminated that. But, we realized that we are not as safe as we think we are. There are some real threats out there, and there's some real people that truly want to do harm to Americans. And as a result of that, You can't go into an airport and experience what I did when I was a kid, which is, dad's coming home from a business trip and I'm sitting there at the end of the jetway waving at him. You can't get into those places anymore. You used to be able to just, walk in. It was, you walk through a metal detector and they were looking for, a gun, and that was it. Other than that, you could do whatever you wanted to on an airplane. I remember while the plane is in the air, talking to the pilot and getting your little model and looking out the front window, and all of that is absolutely gone. I think we have a better sense. Internet, what you're doing on the internet, you need to be aware. Somebody's always potentially watching, and we learn that through what the government now does to try to keep us safe.
One of our Cougar sports teams will commemorate today with a special event. Tonight is the second annual Girls Volleyball 9/11 fundraiser. Our Cougars will play Poway tonight in our gym. During the game, the snack bar will be open, and there will also be catered hamburger dinners for sale, as well as proceeds from tonight's game will go to the Gary Sinise Foundation, a nonprofit charity that helps military veterans and first responders. Last year's fundraiser was a big success, and we hope to fill the gym again tonight.
Last year we happened to schedule a game on September 11th, and being somebody who was in high school when September 11th happened in New York City and at the Pentagon, I just wanted to do something that day that we could give back, so we looked for an organization that we knew was a good charity that gives back to those people, military and first responders. And being in San Diego, we have a lot of military. I have friends that are in the military, and so I just wanted to do something for that community. We always have a great snack bar, but we have our snack bar. We got burgers coming out, and there'll be giveaways from Cane's. We got giveaways from 7-Eleven. There'll be swag tossed into the stands. We're trying to do as many different things as we can to help make it a fun experience. Poway's going to be a really tough game, but the surrounding experience should also be excellent for everybody as well.
I was really excited. We did this fundraiser last year and we saw a lot of positive results from it. We raised a ton of money, and it was just fun to have everybody be in the gym and support not only us but also those in our community. Also, it's just a fun event because there's cheer there, there's food, there's free giveaways, and you get to watch some great volleyball. So it's just a fun night altogether.
I thought it was an amazing opportunity to come out and help support our troops who protect us. I also think it's really good to get people to come out and watch us play.
We have an extended lunch period today to make time for the Fall Club Rush. Most of the clubs on campus will be on the quad with great food for sale. Club Rush is a great time for students to check out all the clubs we have to offer, but it is also a huge fundraiser for each club to start their year. ASB members have a preview.
Hi everyone, today is Club Rush, and we hope you guys are just as excited as we are, and we will be in the quad.
Make sure to check the ASB website along with our ASB social media at the SCHS ASB for the menu and map. Can't wait to see you all there. Bye. Bye.
Every Wednesday, SCTV News is partnering with the special education teachers and students in Room D1010. For a weekly weather report, here's what to expect for the rest of the week.
Good morning, Cougars. My name is Simon with your weekly weather report. This week will be partly cloudy with a drop temperatures in the 70s. That's your weather report. Now back to the news. Rah-rah Cougars, Cougar Pride, get some.
The class of 2028 is preparing to elect its class council representatives. Voting is coming up later this week. Your ASB explains how it'll work.
Hi, class of 2028. You may have noticed some election posters around school on campus this week. On Friday, you're going to be getting a link for voting on 5-star. So once you get that link, you're going to cast your vote. You have from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. to vote, and we are going to be announcing the winners on Monday.
We are a little more than 2 weeks away from this year's homecoming dance, which means you're running out of time to buy your tickets. The big night is Saturday, September 28. This year's theme is Through the Little Door, which is based on the movie Coraline. Tickets are available at the finance office. The cost is now $30 with an ASB card and $40 without. Prices will increase each week, so if you plan on going, you need to get your tickets as soon as possible.
Girls golf has a match against Eastlake today, and girls volleyball is home against Poway. Freshmen and JV at 4:30 and varsity at 6.
That's all the news we have for you today. Have a great week. Rah-rah Cougars.
Cougar Pride. Get some.